all around us. It's a very dense. They look like little salmon eggs. It is 7 p.m. It's still very sunny. Spotted coral root orchid. I'm starting to feel crazy. Okay, well. Come along with me today on a little adventure in the Salish Sea to find a fairy slipper orchid. Maybe. Nice little Nootka rose growing here. On the rocks by the shore as well. You can see this is what the forest kind of looks like. Very mossy. It's quite nice. This is sort of head-high Gaultheria shallon. It's a type of berry bush that grows thickly here. Salal. That's the name for it. You can see all around us, it's a very dense. This is what makes it quite difficult to walk anywhere in the Pacific Northwest. Not anywhere in the Pacific Northwest. In Western Washington, British Columbia, where somebody has not already made a trail, it's it's just kind of an impenetrable thicket. So I don't know if you ever watched the TV show Alone, but in one season they got dropped and somewhere on Vancouver Island, like 20 kilometers away from where they needed to go, and it meant hiking through unbroken trail like this. And that's why it took them like 3 days to go 20 kilometers, because that's what it's like here. And now we're out on the road. This is a Washington native flower. It's a honeysuckle vine. Weaves through the undergrowth here in the native shrubs. It looks really nice, real spot of color. These are the thimbleberry flowers. Rubus spectabilis. Makes like the most delicious red raspberry you've ever tasted. But unless you live here, you would never have tasted it. It's not sold or grown commercially because they're too delicate, they're too soft, they fall apart. Salmon berries. This is another native rubus species.
What, are they salmon berries?
Yeah, salmon berries. There you go. And they look like little salmon eggs. Here's our first find. This is Fritillaria kamchatkensis. Not quite blooming yet, chocolate lilies. But soon, there's our second find here. Spotted coral root orchid, saprophyte, or a mycoheterotroph. It lives symbiotically, sort of attached to a fungus underneath the ground. It doesn't photosynthesize at all. It just comes up to bloom. But it's a sign we're in a good spot. This is also a good sign. This is another orchid. It's a Goodyeara. These nice patterned leaves. So hopefully we will find some calypso around here. More coral roots over there. You might recognize these from your garden center. This is like a heuchera, or maybe it's a tiarella. They hybridize with each other, but anyway, beautiful patterned leaves. Another native flower, Armeria maritimia, sea thrift. This is one that's grown in gardens a lot, but it's native to the area. There's the cliff into the ocean. It is 7 p.m. It's still very sunny up here. Here's another interesting native bulb, death camas. Because the bulb under the ground looks like camas that you would eat, but it is poisonous, it is toxic. Here you can see the flowers that are on the death camas. Well, we're in the right sort of place. There's a western slope, shallow soil over the rocks, conifers providing a little bit of shade and substrate, but no calypso yet. But we're keeping an eye out for her.
We're just sort of walking along the perimeter of the island, going from the west-facing side to the south. There's a narrow channel between this island and the next, and the tide kind of rushes through the channel. You can see it basically makes rapids.
Some brodias, some native bulbs growing in the grass. Pretty blue flowers. This is one more species of orchid. Not quite blooming yet. Got little green flowers later in summer. So, you know, there's a series of these open balds. We'll be walking through the woods, and then there's an open bald facing like the south or the west. Mostly south now, across this channel. And they look similar. So I'm kind of like, first I was like, am I going crazy? Did they disappear? Am I in the wrong spot? But I think we just need to keep going, walking towards the mainland, and we'll find them. Yeah. Beautiful meadow, tiny purple brodia, lovely white achillea. Nice spring evening, walking along the coast here, enjoying the wildflowers.
Well, some of them in any case, though the fairy slipper remains elusive.
All right, we better find them soon because we're starting to lose the light. It's going to be dark in the woods.
Came across this quiet little doe with her baby fawn. So cute, still had all the spots, looked really freshly born. Barely walking there through the undergrowth. Here's another shot of Mama. She's keeping an eye out. And now you can really see just how tiny this little guy is. Barely up to the ankle there.
Wild onions, just growing up through the moss and lichen. Pretty cool. Out in the open here. But where on earth are those calypso? Not finding them. Not a success. I'm starting to feel crazy. I'm walking all around here. It was not this hard to find them last time. I don't know what's happening. I mean, granted, it's been 4 years, but I don't know. Okay, well, no success. We did not find them, which is crazy because I don't remember it being this difficult. Disappointing. This rhododendron is pretty insane. Bzz. Well, according to my instructions, they're right there, but I can't find them. The only thing I can think is it's 2 weeks later than last time, so maybe they're already done blooming. They're just hard to find, but I don't know. Well, no luck with the calypso, but at least we have this beautiful sunset. The fairy. This is pretty wild. You can see the light of the sun coming in the strait between the islands. That's cool. Oh, I wish we were headed out there.
Not the back.
The back of your head. I'm not sure what the purpose of that would be.
Because I don't.
Very private, huh? Beautiful end to the day.
We didn't end up finding the calypso orchids, but at least we saw a number of other beautiful wildflowers, and we capped off the day with this sunset, which I just couldn't get enough of. Beautiful turquoise water, colorful evening sky, really peaceful just to sit there and watch it slowly fade out. One of my favorite sunsets in recent memory. Of course, the video doesn't quite do it justice, but it's the best I could share with you here. So wherever you are, I hope you have a wonderful day and maybe the chance to get out there and explore and experience something like this wherever you are.